Hello and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Nikki and I'm the sewer behind the blog sewuprising.com and behind Sew Uprising Handmade, my sewing accessories line. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm so happy you're joining me. Today I am back with another fabric haul. I did one of these a few months ago and really enjoyed it. I've been pretty good about my purchases, but as you can see around me, there are piles of fabric. There's even more off to the side you can't see. Some of the end of year sales definitely got me. Was trying to be really good, but you know, those coupon codes come in and then all of a sudden you have stacks of fabric. So for 2021, I am trying really hard to work on sewing my stash and kind of decreasing my stash. So I'm hoping this is my last fabric haul for a while. I don't know if I'm gonna stick to it. It's my goal. I want to, but I also love new things. So today I wanted to show you all the things I picked up in the end of year sales. I have a few pre-orders that have come in recently. And yeah, let's just jump right in. I found myself in a Joann Fabrics for the first time in probably 7 months. The other day, I completely ran out of white thread. Never before in my life have I completely been out of white thread, but I was. So in desperate need, I ended up at the Joann's. And while I was there, the fall fashion apparel collections were 70% off. So I picked up it's a big piece of fabric, 3.5 yards of this. I believe it's a rayon blend. To be honest, I didn't look very closely at the tag. It ended up being $4.60 a yard, something right around that. I had a coupon that went on top of the sale, so it might have been a little bit cheaper. But you can see it's got amazing drape. It's a woven, so if I didn't mention that, in this beautiful kind of pink color. I have recently been wanting to make another orchid midi dress. It's been a long time since I've made one, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to change the sizing from what I made before, which is fine, but I wanted an inexpensive fabric to try that on before I cut into some of my prettier fabrics. So this ended up being the perfect find, and yeah, that's on the list for this month. So check back in my monthly makes video and you'll probably end up seeing that. I actually really love, it's like, it feels very springy, but not so springy that I can't get away with wearing it now. So not that we're wearing a lot of dresses in quarantine, but a girl can hope. And then just a few days ago, I had a shipment delivered from fabric.com. Fabric.com is where I get a lot of my fabrics for the business side of my sewing. So it's where I get a lot of my waxed canvases and the quilting cottons that I use specifically for those items. But I picked up a few goodies for me this time as well. I picked up a few art gallery, actually I'm pretty sure everything I picked up was art gallery, but 2 different rayons. So this beauty here, this is, let's see what it says. It's from the Gathered collection, and that's all I can see in this little piece, but isn't it beautiful? Super springy. This is what originally made me want to start making another orchid midi. Is I want it out of this particular fabric, but like I said, since I needed to play with the sizing, I wanted a little bit less expensive of a fabric to try it on first. This was actually on sale, so it wasn't terribly expensive. I believe it was like $9.75 a yard. And again, I got 3.5 yards, so nice big piece of fabric. I love sewing with the art gallery rayons. They sew like a dream for me. I love the way they wear. I love the way they work up. My only kind of thought, let me find an end here. So much fabric. Is that they can be pretty sheer. It's not going to come through on camera, but like I can totally see through this piece of fabric when I hold it up. So depending on what you're making, you might need a lining. I pretty much line anything anyway that I make out of a woven, just for an added level of safety, but especially since this one has such big patches of white in the flowers, you're probably going to need a lining. Probably should have picked up some lining while I was at Joann's, but oh well, I'm sure I'll be back. I picked up a second piece of rayon, and this one here. This one is this way, a directional print in dark blue, and these flowers, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, are actually a really light pink. This one check here. Designed by Dana Willard in the Blush collection. I have worked with this fabric in the cotton before for my business side and loved it, and I'm excited to work it up in a rayon as well. No specific plans for this one yet. This one was definitely an impulse purchase, but happens. That's how we build a stash, right? Impulse purchases. And on top of that, I picked up a few cottons as well for myself. Like I said, I ordered a bunch of cottons for my business as well, but I don't count those in my personal fabric. This one here is the Rosewood Fusion. This is one of their very, very popular prints. This one I see around a lot. I'm excited to use that one. And then I got this beauty to coordinate as well. This one is from the Earthen collection. And I can't read the name, unfortunately, under that, but I love how they look together. I'm thinking a trailblazer tote with some maybe navy waxed canvas would look really good out of these for a small travel bag, a small travel backpack. And then there's probably some extra, so we'll see what else we can get out of there. I will say, if you don't like working with rayons, the Art Gallery cottons work really great for dressmaking as well. They're very soft and they have a much better drape than a quilting cotton you'd find at like an actual quilt store, or like Joann's or something like that. So definitely an option as well. And then two other goodies I picked up. This one, definitely another impulse purchase, but look how pretty that is. From the Dollhouse collection. Again, from Art Gallery Fabrics. It is a little sheer, a little more sheer than I'm used to. I always forget that the whites in the Art Gallery rayons are pretty sheer, so I'm not totally sure what I'm going to use it for, but something, someday, maybe. Or it'll just live in a closet somewhere. Who knows? And then this one I'm super excited about. I've actually had this fabric before in the brown colorway. This time I got it in navy. I'm not sure, again, what it's gonna be. I wanted it, so I bought it. You know, at the end of the year, the emotions are high. We buy all the things. But it is really pretty. It'll probably become another bag at some point. We'll see. So then moving on to pre-orders. I got a couple of pre-order sets of fabric in from things that I ordered back at the end of the summer. So I'm pretty sure these were ordered end of August, beginning of September. Might have actually been a little bit earlier than that, and they're in now. But I got a restock on the Purple Dragon Fabrics Parks collection. Whew. I got 10 yards. 10 yards. So I got a lot, which is why it's like this brick of fabric. I got the Parks, and then I got the coordinating mouse betties. These are really, really popular in my shop and for myself. So I decided to throw them in here since I did order some to keep for myself. We do not have any Disney World trips planned super soon. I think the next one we have on the books is actually 2023, which feels sad, but it is the safe option. But that isn't going to stop me from sewing up a bunch of things to eventually take to the parks when I someday get back there. So I'm excited to have these boys. These are another great cotton for dressmaking as well. If you like to work with cottons for dressmaking, these have great drape as well. And if you go in their Facebook group, there's a lot of examples of people sewing up clothing apparels using their quilting cottons. Whew, heavy boy. Just chuck him on the ground. And then I got a blended threads fabric order in. This one is a little delayed. Blended Threads, if you don't know, is a Canadian company, and I had some issues getting the fabric through customs. It came through right at the holiday time, which I'm sure is part of the issue, plus COVID and all the normal delays. It took almost a month and a half to get delivered, but it's here. We're very excited. I got two different prints. I don't even remember what round this was at this point. I should probably check, but I got the peppered camo. So it's coming off a little purple on camera, but it's actually a beautiful gray. I got it in both the French Terry and the bamboo. The French Terry is for sure going to be a sweatshirt, and then the bamboo will be a t-shirt, and then probably stuff for the little human as well. If you don't know, my husband and I are expecting a little human, so I've been starting to do all the sewing, and I love how neutral this is, right? We don't know if it'll be a little boy or a little girl yet, so this will work really well for either. And then some more Selfish fabrics. Their linen look fabrics are really, really popular, and I really enjoy working with them in all aspects. I love them for bag making, I love them for dress making, I love them, honestly, I have some pillows out of them. They're great. And I loved this blue color that came through, so I got a bunch of it. I got the solid blue in bamboo. Their bamboo is one of my favorites to make and wear as far as jerseys go. It holds up great. I got the solid blue in French terry. And then I got the border print. Let me hold this up here. The border print in the French terry to coordinate with the solid and probably the camo to make a sweater. This is glorious. I had some in a kind of gray and purpley pink colorway that I made a sweater in the fall. Then, of course, a couple weeks later, found out I was pregnant. Doesn't fit anymore, but you know, someday we'll get back into it. So I'm excited to make a maternity version using this. Is that not the most beautiful fabric? So excited. And my last fabric shop that I've gotten a bunch of orders in from is actually Bow Button Fabrics. In the fall, I did a little bit of work with Bow Button Fabrics to promote their lines. I'm not working with them currently, just life change, maybe someday again. But that didn't stop me from ordering a bunch of fabric. So this one I've actually cut into. I might insert a picture if I remember of what I made, but it's this beautiful eucalyptus print, and this is in their European cotton spandex, which is one I've been really favoring for making baby items. I made a tiny knotted baby gown. I got a yard, and there's still quite a bit left. So I'm thinking a little onesie, probably a pair of leggings. It'll have like a whole little eucalyptus outfit. And that's honestly probably what I'll do with a lot of these. So I got the eucalyptus, I got this sun print. This was a gifted fabric. Again, I made a little knotted gown, another European spandex. This one is a little bit creamier of a base. I don't know if you'll be able to tell if I hold them up side by side. This one has more of a white base. This one has a little bit more of a creamy base. And it's not always super easy to tell online, so just to keep in mind. All of these are the Euros. The European Tragmar, I don't know how to say it, but I will leave the link down below. And this one is a French terry, and these beautiful little hearts. So I'm excited to use that one. This one, a little bit of an impulse purchase, are these little blue raindrops. I got it, I really, really loved it. I'm excited to use it. And then my husband looked at it and said it looked like teardrops, and then that was depressing for baby clothing. So kind of soured it a little bit for me, but I'm still gonna make it up. I still think it's cute, especially like on a little like rainy day, little rainy onesie. It's cute. I'm convincing myself it's cute. And then just some green polka dots to kind of coordinate in. We have been really lucky to be gifted a lot of items, so baby already has a lot of like solid leggings and little joggers and things like that. So I'm mostly focusing on making like onesies and things like that, which is why I got a bunch of prints and not so many solids. And then I got 2 pieces for myself as well, but now that I look at them, realize that the offcuts are going to be perfect coordinates for the fabrics I got for baby as well. These are the bamboo French terry. Which if you've been around for a while, you saw I made a purple cardigan in about this time last year that I love. It was a Made from Mermaid's fake cardigan, and I picked it up in a few more neutral shades for me. So I got this charcoaly gray. We got 4 yards of that, I believe, so big hunk of fabric. And then I got some in this kind of huntery green as well. This is one of my favorite colors to wear. And I actually already cut into this. I have a, what did I make? Oh, a page picot. I made a Made for Maybreed's page picot out of this as like a comfy at-home sweater, because I need a lot more comfy at-home sweaters right now. We're not going anywhere as the pandemic drags on, and especially now that I'm pregnant and we're trying to be extra careful. I am excited to use these French terries to make some more comfy at-home things. More cardigans, and all sorts of goodies like that. And I think that is everything. That is all the fabric that has made its way into my home in the last 3 months. Hopefully it's all the fabric that makes its way into my home for the foreseeable future. But if I'm back in a couple weeks with another fabric haul, I wouldn't be shocked. So, and with that, I will say happy sewing.